Now that we've got your attention, let the games begin! Game cartridges assembling.
Greetings. Game loading. Mind your fingers. Keep working, you rust buckets. Uh-oh. Oh, no, not again. I don't understand. Every day seems to be... Ugh, revolting slob.
You know, we can learn a thing or two from even the most peculiar people. Today, for example, the revolting slob seems dressed to go someplace special.
Birthday!
A birthday party. Parties are so delightful.
Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay!
And it seems the revolting slob is in the perfect mood for a party. Is the revolting slob being A, exhausting, B, extinguished, or C, exuberant? The answer is C, exuberant, which means full of joy. But if the revolting slob is going to a birthday party, shouldn't he be bringing a birthday gift?
Gift?
Fabulous! I wonder if you would be kind enough to show us the gift you've decided to bring.
Skunk! Skunk!
Oh, a skunk! Well, the revolting slob has come up with quite a different gift.
Smells good.
I don't think I've ever received a skunk as a birthday gift.
Love skunk.
Are you sure that's what you want to give to a friend?
Yeah?
I see.
Yeah.
So, is the revolting slob's birthday gift A, eccentric, B, ecstatic, or C, exacerbated?
Skunk good gift.
The answer is A, eccentric, which means odd or unusual behavior. Maybe the revolting slob could bring something in addition to the skunk.
You're right. Give 2 skunks.
Well, the revolting slob is
Go behind.
certainly generous.
Give more skunks.
No, I think 2 is more than enough.
Never enough skunk.
So, with all these skunks, has the birthday gift been A, authorized, B, augmented, or C, automated?
Too much.
The correct answer is B, augmented,
Yeah.
meaning the gift has been made greater or more numerous. Let's review.
Party!
The revolting slob's festive mood is exuberant. Giving a skunk as a birthday present is eccentric. And the addition of extra skunks augmented
Give more
his
skunk. Never
gift.
enough skunk. Yeah.
Oh, and one more interesting tidbit. The word exacerbated is used to describe something getting worse, like an explosion. No slobs or skunks were harmed in the filming of this show.
Next game coming up. Greetings.
Game cartridge loading. Check.
Next game up. Distraction news.
And now,
Distraction News with your anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Good evening. I'm Doris Marmee, and welcome to Distraction News, where we give you the news and then ask you 5 questions about what we've just reported. So make sure you're not distracted. And now for our top story, the Statue of Liberty. Over 100 years ago, France gave the Statue of Liberty as a gift to the people of the United States in recognition of the friendship established during the American Revolution. Sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi was commissioned to design the statue with the year 1876 in mind for completion, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of American independence. The actual dedication ceremony took place in 1886. Lady Liberty was still a centennial gift, only 10 years late. Alexander Gustave Eiffel, designer of the Eiffel Tower, was also commissioned to design the enormous sculpture's steel skeleton, which allows the statue's copper skin to stand upright. The statue was completed in France in 1884. It was shipped from France in 350 individual pieces and then reassembled in the United States in 4 months. Today, the Statue of Liberty is still a very popular tourist attraction. Visitors to the statue's crown often wait 2 to 3 hours in line to climb up the 354 steps to the top. Whew! I'm exhausted just thinking about it. Now, let's see how well you were able to remember the facts. And be sure to count how many you got right. I'd count them for you, but it's not in my contract. The Statue of Liberty was a gift to the United States from what country? The Libertarians, Statueland, or France? The answer is France. What was the name of the sculptor that designed the statue? Bartholdi, Bart Simpson, or Mr. Moldy? The answer is Bartholdi. Alexander Gustave Eiffel designed what part of Lady Liberty? Her dress, her shoes, or her steel skeleton? The answer is her steel skeleton. How did the statue get from France to the U.S.? It took a plane. It was shipped in 350 individual pieces, or it tunneled through the core of the Earth. The correct answer is, it was shipped in 350 pieces. And finally, to get to the crown, you have to walk up 354 steps, click your heels 3 times, or take an elevator. The answer is, walk up 354 steps. So, how did you do? Wait a minute, this just in. According to my news copy, you did just great. Well, that's all the time we have for today. But remember, don't ever let anything distract you from watching Distraction News. So long.
This has been Distraction News with your favorite cardboard cutout anchor person, Dora Smarmy.
Professor Rocket, and you know what this is. It ain't no party, it ain't no disco, it's Psycho Man! Whoa! And you thought migraines were bad. Okay, now for how Psycho Math works. I'll show you an equation, but instead of numbers, I will show you some pictures. Now listen up. You figure out what numbers the pictures stand for and solve the problem. Are you ready? Then let's do some Psycho Math. Let's start with the number of the midnight hour. Then add it to the number of hydrogen atoms in water. You know, like H blank O. Then divide it by the number of jokers in a deck of cards. If he's a joker, why am I not laughing? What's so funny? Okay, now, you got the answer? You take the number 12, that stands for midnight. Add it to the 2 hydrogen atoms in water, AKA H2O. divided by the 2 jokers in a deck of cards. And the answer is 7. You heard me right, I said 7. And that number's so good it belongs up in heaven. Now, get ready for the next one. The number of days in June. Plus, the number of decades in 30 years. Time flies when you're kicking it with Psycho Man. Then, take away the number of legs on a tripod. How you doing? All right? Now, what does it equal? We got 30 days in June. Plus 3 decades in 30 years minus 3 legs on a tripod. And the answer is 30. You heard me the first time, 30. That number is so fantastic, it's 30-tastic. Okay, here's the last one. The number of minutes in 2 hours. Then subtract the number of degrees in a right angle. Minus the number of nickels in a dollar. You got the answer? Let's go! There are 120 minutes in 2 hours. Minus 90 degrees in a right angle. Minus 20 nickels in a dollar. Equals 10. That's right, 10. A very foxy number. Okay, that's it. Go on home, cause I'm all done with Psycho Math. That is until next time, G. Alright? So I will see you when I see you. Until then, Professor Rock is out.
Watch your backs. Coming through, coming through. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's time to play 10 seconds, where you've got to read between the lines and think up the answers before time runs out. So now you know how to play. You're on your own. You got 10 seconds. The answer is burning the candle at both ends. Ouch! Next one. I'm getting a picture. The answer is the Sixth Sense. What's next? It's once in a blue moon. You got 10 more seconds to get the next one. Uh-oh, the answer is breaking the law. Here's the last one. You dirty rat. The answer is double cross. Well, that's it for now. So keep your feet on the ground and your head in the clouds until it's once more time to play 10 seconds.
Come on, you buckets of gold. Who are you gonna give to me? Get the lead out.
Instructions. Yeah.
It's your friend Sketch here to lay something heavy on you. Just 'cause you got eyes doesn't mean you always see. You got to get the whole picture before you really know what's going down. Don't believe me? Well, I'm going to show you some pages from my sketch pad, but not every page. See if you can tell what's happening before I show you the missing pages. You dig? Now picture this. This hippie chick is making silk flowers for a most righteous wedding. So she borrows a perfect red rose from a friend and uses it as a model. She even sprays the fake rose with perfume. But when she's done, she can't find the real rose 'cause she did such fine work. All those flowers look and smell the same. So what does she do? Why, she goes right over to the window and opens it up. And in a few minutes, she's able to give the real flower back to her friend. Crazy, man. Don't it just flip your wig? Can you figure out what really went down before I lay the missing pages of my sketch pad on you? Remember, you can look, but you don't always see. Check it out. You might think sunlight came through the window and the real rose turned toward the sun. But that ain't it. Or you may be thinking the wind came in and blew all the perfume away. But that ain't it. Or maybe you think a rainstorm blew in and washed the paint off the fake flowers. But that ain't it either. So you gotta ask yourself, why would you open a window to tell a real flower from a fake one? Because she let in a bee and it flew right over to the real flower. You dig? Bees can only pollinate real flowers, and they won't get fooled by anything that just smells and looks like one. So like I've been telling you, when you really use your eyes, you're gonna draw the right conclusions.
Game time in 10 seconds. Poop or scoop?
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, I'm talking here. That's better. All right, it's time once again to play Poop or Scoop. Can you tell the straight scoop true from the animal poop false? Test your knowledge of the animal kingdom by separating fact from fiction. Let's start with this shocker. Poop or Scoop. An electric eel generates enough electricity to power a 20-story office building. What's it gonna be? Do electric eels really pack that kind of punch? If you think they do, let me hear you say Scoop. If not, say Poop.
Animal poop.
And the answer is poop. An electric eel is like a swimming battery, but not an entire power station. It's capable of releasing a charge of up to 500 volts. And while that won't keep an elevator moving, it's still enough to kill a good-sized fish. Talk about your assault and battery. Next one. Poop or Scoop. Giant pandas eat more than 30 pounds of bamboo a day. If you think I'm just trying to bamboozle you, vote Poop. But if you think I'm barking up the right tree, vote Scoop. And the answer is, my friends, it's the straight scoop. The giant panda eats about 33 pounds of food every day. They'd much rather eat more nutritious foods like fish and small rodents. But the problem is that animals aren't plentiful up in the panda's high mountain home. So he eats bamboo. Lots and lots of bamboo. Here's another one for you. Get a load of the narwhal. Poop or Scoop. The narwhal uses that long tusk to skewer other fish like a shish kebab. If you think that's besides the point, go Poop. If not, go Scoop. and poop it is. The narwhal's tusk, which is really an 8-foot-long tooth, isn't used to stab anything. No one's quite sure if it has any real function, although it may play a part in mating rituals. And speaking of sharp points, try taking a stab at this one. Poop or scope, the porcupine can actually shoot its quills at predators and prey. What do you think? Can a porcupine really stick it to his enemies? If you think so, go with scoop. If not, pure poop. And the answer is, it's pure poop. The porcupine can't shoot its quills. It only releases them after they get stuck in an animal that comes near. Talk about too close for comfort. Well, kids, that's all we got for you today. If you got only one right, you're a party pooper. 2, and you're a pooper scooper. 3 makes you a super pooper scooper. If you got all 4 questions, you're what else? A super duper pooper scooper. I'm telling you, you can't get this kind of entertainment just anywhere. So please, join us again next time for Poop or Scoop.
Smoking. Check. Haunted house party.
Good evening and welcome to the haunted house party. You all seem so alive tonight. This evening you'll need to postulate who our mystery guest is. Can you take it? Too late! There's no turning back! Our guest of honor has just arrived. Now identify him or her so we can all get on with the fun.
Greetings, my expired friends.
May I take your apple?
Not unless you'd like to perish a second time.
No, thank you. It's just I thought I might hold it for you, sir.
When you say sir, do you mean sir or do you mean sir?
I don't understand.
That is to say that I am a sir, as in I have been knighted.
I'm sorry, sir. I mean, sir. Sir?
Listen. Do you realize that if this window were a prism and light came through it, it would cause a rainbow?
It wouldn't surprise me at all, sir. Sir?
Oh, seems I've dropped my apple.
I hope you don't think this is a stupid question, but don't you ever wonder why it falls directly to the floor?
Not since one fell on my head. I call it gravity. And yes, it is a stupid question.
Sorry, but I didn't get your...
Apple?
No, your name.
Oh, no problem. For I am
Wait! First, let's give our guests at home an opportunity to guess. Here are the clues. He's been knighted. He discovered that light through a prism produces a rainbow. And by having an apple fall on his head, he realized how gravity works. The mysterious mystery guest is...
Yes, I am Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton.
Sir Isaac Newton! You know that once the apple hit his head, his next discovery was the headache. Tune in again next time when you're all invited to the haunted house party.
Under control.
Real snake, ooh, ah! Real snake, ooh, ah!
In the dark and mysterious recesses of parts unknown, there resides the strange and riddle-wise creature known only as the Riddle Snake. His music is enchanting, and his riddles are perplexing.
So look close and think even closer and closer and closer. The riddle is, how do bees fix their hair? How do bees fix their hair? How do bees fix their hair? And the answer is with a honeycomb. They must use it to comb their buzz cuts. Or maybe not. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
It's time for Crashbox Rewind, where we flash back through the show and remind you how smart you really are.
Here are the clues. He's been knighted. He discovered that light through a prism produces a rainbow. And by having an apple fall on his head, he realized how gravity works.
Yes, I am Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton.
You got the answer? You take the number 12, that stands for midnight. Add it to the 2 hydrogen atoms in water. Divide it by the 2 jokers in a deck of cards, and the answer is 7. 7.
Over 100 years ago, France gave the Statue of Liberty as a gift to the people of the United States in recognition of the friendship established during the American Revolution. Sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi was commissioned to design the statue with the year 1876 in mind for completion, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of American independence.
The Revolting Slob's festive mood is exuberant. Giving a skunk as a birthday present is eccentric. And the addition of extra skunks augmented his gift.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for now. See you next time.